Hello, my name is Bev Morgan. I'm a watercolor artist and teacher from Hanover, and I'll be teaching in a very extraordinary class through Southampton Art School. Now, this is a very unusual combination. We'll be using watercolors, melted wax, pen, and we're actually going to be putting it on rice paper. And when I say rice paper, it's not what you think. Rice paper is made up of different types of pulps. What we'll be using is mulberry paper. And mulberry paper you can buy at any art store. So here's a sheet of the mulberry paper or rice paper. First thing we're going to do is transfer the image onto this paper of the Southampton Lighthouse that you see from behind. After that, we're going to be putting a pen outline on the image of the lighthouse, the boat, and the bridge, and a few houses in the background abstract. And then after that, we're going to make a wash of watercolors. And when you have a wash of watercolors, put it on rice paper, it just balloons everywhere, because it's not like watercolor paper where the fibers will hold the pigment. But once it's dry, we're going to use melted wax, which is just a regular canning wax that you use for parafilm for on top of you're doing a canning in canning jars. After that, we're going to cover the areas that we like. For example, maybe on the side of the lighthouse where the light is coming from, so I can envision the light coming from the top right corner. Okay, let that dry. Then you're going to be putting another wash of watercolors onto certain areas. So what I've used is different colors that you can actually see, really vibrant colors. So it's like alternate watercolors, wax, watercolors, wax, watercolors, and wax. So eventually you might have about 12 to 15 different layers. Then you go outside. You crumple your paper very carefully, by the way, because the wax, it's going to keep falling off, which is okay. That's what you want. You really want to crumple your rice paper. And wherever the wax falls off is where you're going to put a very dark color. I use like a violet color. I mix ultramarine blue and alizarin crimson to make that violet color. So I introduce those colors in my painting. So once I have that color in the cracks, then I remove all the wax with a hot iron with newsprint. And now we actually do our painting. And this time, when you put a stroke of colors onto your rice paper, it stays because you've got some previous layers of paint already. So I explained the whole process to you. So I hope that you enjoy me. And registration is through the Southampton Art School. But just a little added note is that the course actually will be taking place here in my Hanover art studio. There may be a map provided, and there's actually a place that you can stay, a motel not very far, a block away. The course is on June the 6th and the 7th this year, so I hope you are interested in joining me in this class.